Newegg, I'm trying with you. I'm trying. You just keep making mistake after mistake after mistake, and it is tough to keep supporting you. It really is. Let's get into it. Skip it up and that up. Hey everybody, your favorite man with an ass is now on Cameo. You could get your own personalized video message sent directly from me to you. Link to my Cameo below in the description. I look forward to seeing you there. So Newegg has had a spotty history at best. Let's just put it nicely. You remember Gamers Nexus blew the door wide open on this when they were trying to get rid of junk gigabyte power supplies by forcing you to buy them with an RTX 30 series graphics cards. This is like during the peak of scalping and issue, and we were also still going through the crypto boom. It was starting to subside a little bit, but it was still a big thing. So graphics cards were next to impossible to find. So Newegg was like, hey, here are these power supplies you could hook up to your $2,000 or $1,000 graphics card, or even $800 graphics card, that have a, as Gamers Nexus said, about a 50% failure rate. And when the power supplies failed, they would start smoking. Like, they would literally spark, and it was considered a catastrophic failure. That's things that Newegg gets involved in. Making bundles where they know it's going to smoke your graphics card. Jesus Christ. Well, this comes from WCCFtech.com, and I'm going to tell you another story about something similar that happened. A guy who goes to order an RTX 4090, which there's another video coming today as to why you should wait to get that graphics card. But instead of getting the graphics card, he got weights. This guy goes by the Reddit username Nuclear Innards Beep. It's an interesting username. And he bought a Gigabyte RTX 4090 graphics card at Newegg. When he opened the package that was shipped to him, he found out that instead of getting his very expensive graphics card, the box inside had 2 sets of weights to fake the weight of what the graphics card would be. What makes things worse that instead of responding back to the customer, this is where Newegg becomes Newegg, the user account seems to have been locked out. So he can't get in contact with Newegg. As a matter of fact, Gamers Nexus is looking to help out this guy. They posted this on Twitter. We are in contact with Newegg pertaining to the latest controversy and are investigating now. Likely will update in the next HW news if we get one. We hope the user sees we want to buy the weights off of them for the video. Context, when he's showing the still image that I just showed you, showing that there's nothing but weights inside and not an RTX 4090. Surprise! So first and foremost, before I get into a similar story that happened at Walmart way back in the day during the early days of the PlayStation 4, Newegg, why does a YouTube channel, a YouTube PC tech review channel like Gamers Nexus have to get involved for this issue to get resolved? Explain that. It's baffling to me. Like, seeing things like this. Look, it happened at other places. I'm about to talk about a story at Walmart. But when you buy from a company and crazy crap happens, like I bought a drone, okay? It never got delivered to me. I bought it from Amazon. I call up Amazon. They're like, all right, we'll just get you another one out. Don't worry about it. I don't know if the driver stole the drone. I don't know if it was at someone else's address. And they're like, oh, hey, I got a free drone, but whatever. I ended up getting my drone. The issue was resolved. Good customer service. It makes me have faith in buying more stuff from Amazon. We could go into how Amazon treats its workers. That's a story for another day. But they have good customer service. And 99% of the time, they're reliable. When people see things like this, which look, happens where someone gets weights. This isn't the first time I've seen this. It happens. I get it. But people want to feel the comfort of knowing, okay, if this does happen to me, the company that I bought the product from will back me up. They don't get that from you, Newegg. So why would people want to buy anything from you? But anyway, on to a different story. This actually happened at Walmart. This is back in 2014, December 27th, 2014. This comes from Kotaku. A guy went and got a PlayStation 4 from Walmart. He didn't get a PlayStation 4. This comes from Kotaku. Like I said, I'll read it to you, then we'll discuss. A Denver man who purchased a PlayStation 4 bundle from a Stapleton, Colorado Walmart was reportedly surprised to discover 2 taped sacks of rocks instead of the game console. Oh, this story was a banger. Igor Bakst, if I'm saying his last name wrong, I apologize, purchased the PlayStation 4 console as a present for his 13-year-old niece, according to 7 News Denver, at which point the store employee who retrieved the unit from a locked case told him the Grand Theft Auto 5 bundle had been previously returned, which, when it comes to electronics, I would say 9 times out of 10, I'm not a fan of getting stuff used or even refurbished, because they never refurbish or check the systems for quality the way they make you think they do. Well, anyway, Mr. Box said he waited until he left the store just to make sure everything was inside, that all the contents were inside, all the games were inside. And when he opened it, he said, "Oh my God." And when he opened the PS4 box, there were 2 sacks of rocks to simulate the weight. Because what happened was someone wanted to get a free PlayStation 4, so they bought it, brought it home, wanted to return it to Walmart, get their money back, and get a free PlayStation 4. They stole it, essentially, and they just figured out a clever way to do it so they wouldn't just get caught, which is pretty messed up. But my point being is that these things happen. This isn't the first time someone just put weights inside of an electronics box and tried to trick someone to thinking they're buying a product when they're not really buying anything. So there's a couple lessons to be learned here. One, from anywhere, if you're buying something used, say there's like a heavy discount on whatever electronics device and you want to take the risk, that's fine, take the risk. Ask if you're buying it used, whether it be GameStop, Best Buy, whatever, make sure they let you open it there to check it out. And even if it is the product, I'm not saying you're always going to get weights or sacks of rocks. Make sure it's working. Say, hey, I know like GameStop has a screen there that they check stuff. Like if you're bringing a console in, they'll definitely check it. Say, hey man, would you mind, turning on that console? Would you mind hooking up to that little TV you have? Would you mind putting a disc in? Would you mind making sure the power and eject buttons work? It'll take 2 minutes to check all of that. And a lot of times they will. And if they seem like they're annoyed and inconvenienced by it, too bad. It's your money. Make sure you're getting what you deserve for your hard-earned cash. But back to Newegg. I don't know how many more chances Newegg should get. They've been through so many dramas where they don't care about the customer, and the only time they actually do care about the customer is when the issue becomes very public, and then they step in to do something to damage control and try to get the PR nightmare under control. I would avoid Newegg. There's other places to get computer parts. Best Buy's been much better with computer parts. They're almost competitive with like Amazon and stuff now getting computer parts there. Go to other places because Newegg, they're getting shadier by the year. They really are. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one.